Hello students. Today we start the fourth unit in your paper third, that is plant tissue culture. And so what is plant tissue culture? Plant tissue culture is nothing but the collections of practices for propagating the cells or tissues in aseptical conditions on the nutrient medium. So, in plant tissue culture, there are different techniques, and in that, first one is the micropropagation. So, micropropagation is nothing but the process in which we are using the cells or organ, we can get the number of plants by using the tissue culture technique. So, question first is describe the aspects of micropropagations with the reference to the floriculture. So, how in floriculture field the micropropagation technique is used that are studied in these questions. So, in answer, there are two parts. One is write down about the floriculture, that is floriculture in India and technology of the flower productions. And second point is the micropropagations in floriculture. So, in micropropagations, different techniques are used or different steps are followed. That is the from beginning with the selection of plant material, then explant preparation, then actual transferring technique in sterilized medium, then nutrient medium, then inoculation, incubation, reculturing the callus, then hardening and cultivation. So these are different steps which are followed in micropropagations technique. So one by one we can discuss detail about that. So first one is the floriculture. This floriculture in India. So floriculture, that means the flower farming or cultivation of the flowering plants. So it includes the growing of flower plants, harvesting, marketing, and processing of the flower plants. So, floriculture, that means not only the cultivation or farming of the flowering, but behind that, there is also important, that is the what is the exactly harvesting time, then marketing, and after the processing of flowers. So, this floriculture is the art and science of the growing flowers to perfections. Worldwide, more than 140 countries are involved in commercial floriculture. So, floriculture is a age-old farming activity in India. So, in world, about 140 countries, they are commercially produces the flowering plants or the floriculture. And in India, it is from long ago. These floriculture techniques are floriculture is or the cultivations of the flowers are as a practices or as a farming they are doing in long ago. Then in India, various industries are based on this floriculture, that is productions of nursery plants, then potted plant seeds, then bulk production, micropropagation, and extraction of essential oils. So the on this floriculture, the various or different industries are comprises or the floriculture will be contributed in different industries like preparing the nursery beds or potted plants with the seeds, also the extraction of the essential oil from that different flowers. So these are the some this floriculture will be contributed different areas. In India, among the various states. The Karnataka, which is the leader in the productions of the floriculture, and this followed by the Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Delhi, Haryana, etc. states. So this is regarding the floricultures in India. So technology which are used in the flower productions are the first one is the traditional farming, then greenhouse technology and micropropagations. So in traditional farming, these that means the peoples who are traditionally doing the cultivations of the flowering plants on the land, and they can gain the flowers. So also the greenhouse technology, as you know, in the controlled room conditions, the plants will be grow on the by potting, so they can give the higher productions of the flowers. Then micropropagation, this is the new aspects which is used in the farming, that is by the by the tissue culture in controlled conditions or different climate, and can grow plants with controlled climatic conditions. So what is actually the micropropagation is happening, we can discuss in next point. So the micropropagations with reference to the floriculture, that means the how the micropropagations will be happening in case of the flowering plants. So the for micropropagation, the important floriculture crops which are used in the for the micropropagation techniques are the rose plant, carnation plant, then chrysanthemum, gerbera, gladiolus, then orchids, anthurium, tulip, then lilies. These are the different flowering plants which are mostly cultivated or farming by using the techniques micropropagations. So what is advantages or importance of micropropagations in floriculture? That is, micropropagations, many plants can be obtained from the a small amount of the plant material. So this is the one of the importance of the micropropagation. माइक्रोप्रोपोगेशंस में हम यदि हम कोई भी स्मॉल ऑर्गन से हम नंबर ऑफ प्लांट्स वहाँ पे हम प्रोपोगेट कर सकते हैं, तो जो और जो माइक्रो प्रोपोगेशन टेक्निक है उससे हम डिसीज फ्री प्लांट प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. ऑल्सो दिस टेक्निक्स विल बी हेल्पफुल इन द superior plant production because of superiority of parent mentioned in all offspring, that is true to parents. Then no variation, that is every plant raised by micropropagation shows some vigorous or some superior characters as that of the parent plants. There is the no variation as it is in clonal propagation. So in the micropropagation, we can found that the similar plant as like the parent plant. So there is the no chance to find the variability. Then next advantage, that is the overcome dormancy. In orchids, in bulb flowering plants, there is the dormancy. Micropropagation overcomes the dormancy, enforce that the plant to sets. So in plants like orchids, the generally the seed dormancy or the seeds of these plants are not growing, they will be dormant. So in this type of plants, these micropropagation, by using the micropropagation technique, you can easily propagate these plants. Then next advantage of micropropagation is early flowering. Orchids, certain flowering plants requires 8 to 12 months of to flowers. However, plants raised by micropropagation, the flowering within the 6 or 12 months. So naturally, if we can grow the plants on the land, they requires 80 to 24 months for the flowering. If we cultivated by this by using the micropropagation technique, this plant will be fast and they can be flowering within the 6 to 12 months. For example, orchid plants. Then next advantage, that is the controlled condition. So micropropagation of the orchids flowering plants is under controlled condition like nutrients, temperature, water, etc. The disease incidence is very least. If we maintain the control condition, then there will be no chance for the disease infection or other fungal infection. So there is the plants will be affected very least in diseases. Then next advantage, that is the improved quality and quantity of produce. So the micropropagation of orchids flowering plants bearing under advanced controlled condition, the quality and quantity of the produce is better. So if you can maintain the all conditions, then the flower the quality of the flowers and also the quantity of the flowers will be better than the normal condition. So these are some advantages of the micropropagation in the floriculture techniques. So the remaining part, that is the techniques of the micropropagation, we can discuss in next lecture. So for today's you can only understood about the what is floriculture. So floriculture is nothing but the farming of the flowering plants. It also including the marketing, the harvesting, marketing, or the processing of the flower plants. Then we can discuss about the floriculture status in India. So different states are cultivated the different flowering plants and they can gain the high production in the flowers. Some also different industries they are also comprises these floricultures. Then actual techniques for the flower productions are the traditional farming, greenhouse technology, and micropropagation. So we are focusing on the micropropagation. So in micropropagation, different flowering plants we can grow by using these techniques. For example, rose, carnation, chrysanthemum, orchids, anthurium, tulips, etc. Then we discuss about the advantages of micropropagation. So these micropropagations that is from the small amount of organ we can get the large amount of plant materials. Also these are useful for the disease free plant production, then superior plant, then we cannot observe the variations on that plant. The overcome these micropropagations will be helpful for breaking the dormancy. Then it will be helpful for the productions of early flowering. Then this in floriculture we can maintain the controlled condition. That's why we can get the least disease incidence to plants. Then it also helpful for the improving the quality and quantity of the flowers. So the remaining part, that is techniques of micropropagation, we can discuss in the next video.